JSAUX sent out this massive mystery box of Switch 2 accessories that we're about to check out, so let's get into it. I've had this thing for like a week and I've been dying to see what's in it, so I had to get on this video as quick as I could. All right, let's get it open here. So let's open the lid here. Okay, some protective goodies. Okay, first up, we have screen protector. Excellent. I wanted to get one of these. I was actually about to purchase one because you want to make sure that the screen of your Nintendo Switch is protected. And here we go. So basically, like with all of the JSAUX screen protectors, this is one of my favorite things about it. Comes with a frame guide, so you just lay this on top of your Switch, and I'll show some B-roll of me doing that. But you lay it on top of your Switch, and it allows you to perfectly place the screen protector on it. Comes with all of your wipes and everything you need to make sure that the screen is clean. And also, this screen protector is tempered glass, meaning that if it does absorb an impact, it will break the glass of the screen protector, not your Switch 2. Pretty good start so far. Next up, we have, a game card case. Now, one of the problems that I have is that I don't use a ton of game cartridges, so I'm gonna have to borrow some from a friend. Man, their boxing material has gotten a lot better quality, so it's harder to open in real time. But this will be nice for me to start expanding my actual game library. So here it is. Looks really nice. Nice clean black there. Already got fingerprints on it, so that's definitely kind of a bummer. It holds 40 total cartridges, and I believe it also holds micro SD cards. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. So basically game cartridges and then micro SD cards underneath them. Now, I'm not saying you should do this, but if you tend to do a lot of gaming based on sailing the high seas per se, then you're gonna wanna have a lot of micro SD cards so that you can put thousands of games on this. Now, obviously, be very careful doing that. Nintendo will lock that down. They may even get mad at me on this video for even mentioning that, but this is an excellent case for that reason. It's got two sides here to hold 40 total games and 40 total micro SD cards. So at the very least, you'll never run out of game storage, which is really, really nice to have from this regard. Speaking of sailing the high seas, in a little bit, I'll tell you about my sponsorship from Proton VPN, but we'll wait on that. Diving into what's next, we have a racing steering wheel. Oh, nice. Okay, so this actually comes with two steering wheels, and they're probably going to hold a single Joy-Con per steering wheel. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's actually really nice quality. And I'm going to try to make sure I show a better B-roll of everything on here. Oh, nice bumper buttons. All right, let's go ahead and crack into one of the Joy-Cons and see how it fits. Oh, wow. Look at how much extra space that gives. And look at the ergonomics right here on the back of the handle. That's really nice. And then, wow, there we go. I'm using manual focus. That's why I can't hold it up close to you. But these bumper buttons are really nice and springy, which is super handy. And man, that just gives you so much more to work with. And then there's actually two in here. One for either Joy-Con, because the Switch is a social console and you want to be able to play with friends. So definitely a good start so far. By the way, I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff on my membership part of the channel where I show you the aftermath of unboxings, especially with like this $1,000 mega haul from Temu coming up. I'm going to do some behind the scenes stuff of what it's like to film a Temu video. So if you are interested in seeing that, take a look at the memberships tab. I've got a couple different tiers to choose from, but anyways, let's keep on rolling here. Next up here, we have joystick caps. That is, here we go, let's get a good shot of that. That's excellent because the joysticks are really small on the Switch 2. They didn't do us any favors from the Switch 1 by making the joysticks on the Joy-Cons that much larger, so they don't have a lot of travel. So when you add a little bit of a grip onto them, it makes them feel just a little bit better and more secure. So let's take these out. Oh yeah, there you go. You can see this one looks like a little mini Reese's cup. That's kind of a fat thing to say, but I'm kind of a fat guy. So these are nice to have. There's 3 different styles and sizes inside of this little package here. So definitely excellent to increase the size of your Joy-Con and reduce the slipperiness of them and maybe give them a hair more travel because they're a little bit higher, which I prefer to have with big hand. Next up, we have an integrated soft TPU protective case. This looks like a clear case. Now this thing I'm going to be interested in seeing how well it ages. In my experience, a lot of transparent cases, whether it's phones or for gaming products, they get yellow or brownish over time and they just look kind of grody. So we'll see how well this one ages. And let's open it up really quick. Okay, so this isn't the traditional type of transparency, which is nice. Oh my gosh, this thing is so sticky. Not like a bad sticky, but just like the grip on this is insane. And it's very flexible. As you can see, this is a very lightweight case. It is a transparent kind of opaque gray right here. And I wonder how easy it is to throw on really quick. I'm already liking this. Has all the cutouts for all the different things that you might need for inputs and things and like that. Oh, wow. Now that is actually a really nice case. I wasn't sure how it was going to be pulling it out, but oof, that adds some nice meatiness. Look at those handles right there. You know me with big hands on this channel. That's a plus for me. Look at the ergonomics it adds to that. And the grip is so grippy. Like you are not dropping this thing. So I really like that. Now, they don't do much in terms of adding to the ergonomics of this lowered right joystick. If you've been on this channel for a while, which you should be, because you should be subscribed, you'll know that I hate lowered right joysticks, which 99% of the gaming market has. But it does a good job of just giving your 3 fingers back here something to hold on to. If this channel ever gets big enough and I get enough people to subscribe, trust me, I'm going to work on big hand ergonomic grips. That may not work for everybody or be of interest to everybody, but for me, I need it. Let's keep the show on the road. We got 3 more things to check out in this box. Next up, looks like we actually have another case, so we'll have to peel this rubbery membrane case off. And, oh, real quick, this thing makes it too thick to dock, by the way. So if you're only a handheld person, that's whenever you could consider that one. For this, let's see here. When I first started working with JSAUX, they didn't have a ton of product offerings, so they have really exploded as a company. Now here we have a nice hard plastic shell case to protect your Switch. Ooh, look at this latch. Ooh, that latch is really, really nice to keep it closed. Oh, and it's on a hinge. I got mixed feelings on that, because like, okay, as long as it just rests inside of the case and you're not playing with the case, that's the main thing, and it looks like that's what it is. And look at that. It comes with game storage on the top. Each one of these holds 3 games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 15 games that can be held in the lid of this. That is a nice case, and I love the fact that it latches. And then it came with this. I'm assuming this is a lanyard. Oh man, that's a real thick lanyard. Look at that. I try not to glaze products too much. I mean, I am a fan of JSAUX, don't get me wrong, and links are in the description. I put affiliate and non-affiliate links, that way you don't have to feel forced to financially support the channel if you don't want to. This is a really nice case. I wonder if it fits with this. It does not. Okay, so this looks like it's probably for just the body of the Switch 2 itself, which is definitely a bummer. I like it when companies, like you can see right there, it's not going to close. I like when companies make all of their products compatible with each other, but it's not a total, you know, game breaker. So let me go ahead and peel this out of here. So now we'll put it into this case here, like so, and then it closes and locks it up tight. Now, that's a really nice case. I actually really like that. Only things that I would do different, I don't like that there's no felt right here. It doesn't seem to be laying on the screen, but if you press in the middle, you can kind of see it compressing a little bit. And with your screen right there, even with a screen protector on, that does concern me. I don't like that. But overall, I think the case itself is really nice. Okay, it does have these rubber stoppers here that seem to rest along the Joy-Cons. So at least there's that. I would say for travel purposes, you know, it's definitely still recommended to have. Oh, nice. They even left a hole in the charging port so that you can still charge it while it's in the case for the top USB-C. So overall, I really like this case. I really do. It's not perfect because I would like a little bit more protection on the screen. I'd like to be able to have a grip on it while it's in the case, but this is still really nice. That's probably my favorite thing in here so far. So let's keep rolling here. Now, while I open this next box, I do want to tell you about Proton VPN. Absolutely love it for protecting my private data. It's also completely free. There is a paid version. You can get 64% off in the description down below. And I use the paid version because I really like it. It gives you a ton more features outside of just VPN with mail and pass and things like that. But the fact that it has a kill switch, so if you are sailing the high seas, meaning that it'll shut off immediately if your VPN drops, that's a game changer. And especially if you're going to start using those micro SD cards, you know, like you know, some people like to, it's definitely good to have that. So if you're interested in checking out Proton VPN, look in the description down below for more information. Okay, here we have a colorful ultra thin carrying case. Looks like it is a, you can get blue or orange. They sent me the orange one. Ooh, that's a nice case. It's almost like a pleather type of feel. Interesting color choice. I don't know what made them go with this color. It's not bad, it's just interesting. Here we go on the inside. Ooh, nice kind of a suede material. Gigantic silicone moisture packets, which is nice, I guess. Okay, now here is this Velcro strap keeps your Switch down. And then there's a bunch of game card slots on the bottom. It holds 10 total games, and these little slots right here. Everything they make holds Switch games, which is fantastic. Now, this is interesting. I would never strap this Velcro strap across the Switch. I mean, it fits fine like that. But, like, my concern, if you put that Velcro strap... Let's see if I can do this really quick. I don't know if I like that laying on the screen. I mean, honestly, like, the abrasions of the Velcro are not touching the screen, so that's good, but I just feel like it could cause some rubbing, but it does hold it in place because, I don't know how well you can see, there is some space between the Switch and the roof here, so it could kind of jostle, so I do think that having the Velcro on is necessary. I just don't, again, I don't like the lack of screen coverage. I might be overthinking it a little bit, because other than that, it's a really nice case. It's not hard-sided, but it's rigid and firm. Almost feels kind of foamy, and it looks nice. It is a nice looking case. Oh, that's why it's orange and blue. It matches the Joy-Con colors. I'm such an idiot. Thank you for subscribing to me if you are part of the Freaky Tech fam. I'm not the smartest reviewer in the world, but at least you know I'm honest. On to the last thing here. We have another portable carrying case, and this one's in all black. This looks like it's probably going to be their premium version of a carrying case, so let's open it up and see what we got. The amount of trash that you're going to see in this behind the scenes is already absurd. Okay, oh, that's a nice case. That's really nice. Soft top kind of here. Much harder bottom than the other case that we just looked at. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Okay, giant silica packets again. They don't want moisture getting anywhere near this. Comes with a little shoulder strap. I don't know how many people actually use those, but it's a nice addition. This has a Velcro that has a felt screen protector. It's got cartridge storage right here to hold 5 cartridges. And then it has an additional 10 cartridges right here, so this one can actually hold 15 games. And it comes with another little pocket lanyard right here. And so this one I really like. This one's super nice, and because it has nice screen protection. So let's see how it actually functions. So this actually folds down and then goes over the screen. And that Velcros. And then that way you have a nice kind of suede felt type of feel protecting your Switch, keeps it in place, and then the case itself is really nice. This is the highlight of the show right here. I mean, I like a lot of these products, really like what JSAUX is doing. They've got even more on their website that I do plan on taking a look at such as more docks for the Nintendo Switch that are more easy to travel with and stuff like that. But I would say from this mystery box, this case right here is going to be the star of the show for me personally. Again, all the links are in the description down below. So anyways, I was really excited to share this with you and give you my first-hand unboxing experience as I'm looking through this. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of the Freaky Tech family. Be sure to subscribe and like the video. Helps the algorithm tell people that I'm doing good things, and it gets it out to more people to watch. But let me know down in the comments which one of these products you would actually consider picking up. I can't say that I wouldn't consider any of them. I do think some are better than others, but overall I think this is a pretty solid offering from JSAUX. So if you want to see more Switch 2 accessories, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be happy to continue doing so. I was planning on doing like a big Switch 2 accessory haul, but timing between companies, it's hard to get a bunch of stuff all at the same time. So with this being so much stuff at once, I was like, let's go ahead and knock this video out, because this is a really cool haul. So anyways, thank you so much for being here. Again, I'm Corey with Freaky Tech Reviews. I'll see you next time. Real quick before you go, YouTube thinks that you might like this video right here, so be sure to check it out and continue exploring the Freaky Tech Reviews channel.